welcome back to 700 WLW, Cincinnati Bell Reds Radio Network. The Reds now have a 93% chance of winning this opening day ball game here at SunTrust Park, Truist Park in Atlanta. Luis Cessa, a guy the Reds acquired last year out of the New York Yankees organization in the trade that pretty much got the Reds into playoff contention, and they all started to drift away after that. But Cessa had a 2.5 ERA last year in 64 and 2/3 innings, 21% strikeout rate, and only a 7% walk rate. So 3 Ks to every 1 BB, which is a walk. A dribbler, Stevenson, picks it up, throw to first base, and Austin Riley is the first out of this inning for the Atlanta Braves. Mahle had a tremendous outing. He had 7 strikeouts, very crisp pitching. David Bell did say that the first part of the season is going to be a little bit different for the starters because they're going to have to go 5, 6, possibly 7 innings. But he does not want them to go that far because they want to rest their arms up. But Cessa does his job for the first at-bat. First batter, 2-1 ground out. Now coming in to step in the plate is Marcell Ozuna. He has gone 0 for 2 so far. He lined out to the pitcher in the third inning. To end the third inning, he got out of a big jam Tyler Mahle did. In the bottom of the first, a fly out to Nick Senzel in deep center field. So he's had 2 very hard hit balls, but just gotten unlucky. The 0-1 is a slider, swung on and missed. Now he's down in the count quickly, 0-2. I like how people probably aren't going to agree with this, but I really do like that David Bell took Mahle out of the game pretty early here. I just think Luis Cessa has a better track record in general in these not tight, but opening day, first week or two caliber games, as he spikes the ball into the ground. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Marcell Ozuna, but I really do think that this is a good decision by David Bell to get Tyler Mahle out of there. He wasn't even doing bad. He got 6 straight outs, and he got 7 of the last 8 outs. 7 of the last 8 batters he faced were all outs. He struck out 3 guys in the last 2 innings, but I like a lot what he did in this decision to get Mahle out of there. Ball in the dirt again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Slider down in the dirt. 3 straight off-speed pitches in the dirt by Luis Cessa after he got it up in the count 0-2 to Marcell Ozuna after throwing fastballs. I would throw a fastball right here if I was Luis Cessa of the Cincinnati Reds Ball Club. The 8th pitch of the game coming up for Luis Cessa, the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Gonzaga forward Drew Timme is declaring for the NBA draft. He averaged 18.4 points per game this season. He was the West Coast Conference Player of the Year. Another curveball in the dirt. He threw 4 consecutive curveballs in the dirt after what got him in the whole situation in the first place was just throwing regular fastballs. But whatever. Second round of the Master Tournament is going to be Friday on ESPN+, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPNU, and ESPN3. 6 different ESPN networks. You can reach it anywhere on your devices. TV, computer, phone, watch anywhere. Tablet, computer. Go anywhere or watch anything, watch it anywhere. Guy on first, 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning, Reds up 6-1 here on opening day. The first pitch to Ozzie Albies is a fastball on the outside corner of the plate. 0 balls, 1 strike. Luis Cessa last year came in and was pretty much the boss with Michael Givens. They both pitched very well last year when they got acquired by the Reds. Givens is now on the Cubs, but Luis Cessa is now still on the Redlegs squad. But I really do think that Cessa could be one of those 7th, 8th, 9th inning guys. When Sims comes back, I think that he'll be 7th or 8th inning guy before Lucas Sims. Justin Wilson's another guy the Reds got. He is not really as talented as Sessa and Givens, but Givens has not been doing too great for the Chicago Cubs so far in the spring training. He did good today in this first game, but now it's 2-1 on Albies. But it's just crazy to think about that Ozzy Albies has been this great throughout his career. Sessa getting his sign. Looking back at first base, the windup and the pitch. Hard grounder to Votto. Votto to Farmer. Farmer back to Votto, and he is safe at first base. I think they're going to review that. That is for sure an out at second base. And I'd review that if I was the Reds manager, David Bell and Dick Williams and Nick Krall and Bob Castellini back in Cincinnati. They're reviewing it here. Votto to Farmer. Farmer back to Votto. And he was safe. That was a very good throw by Farmer. Not much more he could have done. But Albies is at first base. He's at first base for the second time today. He has gotten a single, and he's also gotten a fielder's choice. He got the first right now off of a fielder's choice. A ball low and in to Adam Duvall. 1-0. Duvall last year had a very good season, over 35 home runs to 38, 228 average. He did very good in the World Series, and I know DS and CS and wild card games, but they get them back in this World Series contention spot. Duvall, hard line drive off of left field. 1-1. The Braves so far today, and it's only the bottom of the sixth, they've had 4 warning track flyouts. That's a definition of warning track power, if you ask me. Sessa getting into his position, the windup and the pitch, a curveball up in the zone that's called a ball. Looked like right down the middle of the plate to me, but that was just very bad framing there by Tyler Stevenson. Sessa looking in. 2-1. Fastball low. 3 balls, 1 strike. To Adam Duvall. On deck is Travis d'Arnaud, who has gone 0 for 2 with a flyout in the second inning and then a strikeout. Right after Duvall struck out looking. Duvall's gone 0 for 2 with a strikeout swinging and a strikeout looking so far today, so he is trying to knock in his 3rd strikeout of the game, and he wants to put the ball in play or at least get on base. 3-1, a ball on the inside part of the plate. Duvall does indeed get on base, and now there's guys on first and second with 2 outs here, and Travis d'Arnaud coming up. Now the pitching coach for the Reds, Derek Johnson, going out to have a chat with Luis Sessa. He'll be back in about 15 minutes on station identification on 700 WW Cincinnati Bell Reds Radio Network. We are back now. The Reds reliever Tony Santillan is warming up in the bullpen slowly but surely. He's been warming up for a few minutes now. He's now going to his long toss and routine and stretching out his arm muscles. I'm very excited to see now what the Reds are going to do if d'Arnaud walks or gets a single but no run score. If they're going to see if they can just leave in Sessa and hope and pray they only give up no runs, or would you put in Santillan for just 1 batter and possibly just put in Strickland in the 7th. The 18th pitch, it's a curveball. Farmer to India for the 3rd out of the inning. 6-1 Reds. Sessa escapes a jam, 1st and 2nd, 2 outs, but then right after the pitching coach comes out and ground out, 6-4 ground out. 6-1 Reds on 700 WW Cincinnati Bell Reds Radio Network.